Hello, Cancer. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading focused on the Divine Masculine. What are they thinking or feeling in their heart space at this time when it comes to the connection? General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I'll include a link to the decks and creators that you do see here today. And cross-watchers, always welcome. I'm focusing more so on those of you who are not together, who are in separation or going through a challenge at this time. So we're going to be using these two decks here, the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. I've actually combined volume 1 and 2 of the Twin Flame Messages deck by Mystic Moon here. So let's go ahead and add to your reading with some messages. Or I haven't even started, so there's nothing to add. So let's begin. All right, so angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Focusing on the masculine. Okay, so let's grab a card. I sometimes wonder if what we had was real. So it really depends on, I'm kind of feeling however long it's been since you guys have interacted or have been together. For those of you who have been in separation for longer periods of time, when we're apart from someone and we haven't heard from them and there's no talking going on, no communication, we tend to go into these what if thoughts. It's like, I wonder, if what we had was even real. Was that just a figment of my imagination, or did we actually have a relationship? So let's add another. I sometimes get separation anxiety. Okay, so this is an indication here that they get into their thoughts a whole lot during this time. They could be very anxious or have even experienced depression. Hasn't been an easy experience for your masculine. But, not to say that it's been any easier for the feminine. This is just what's coming through right now. So let's go ahead and add to this with some messages from this deck here. All right, angels and spirit guides for Cancer for the masculine here. Let's go ahead and grab another message. I'm afraid to take that next step right now. So afraid, anxiety, that is where your masculine is at the moment. Let's grab this one here. I'm reminded of you constantly. Okay, so they might be seeing your picture. People might be bringing you up. They might be looking at old text messages that they have and just being reminded of you in that way, or however way that's happening at this time. So let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here. I'm going to use another one of Mystic Moon's decks. This is the one with the flaming heart. I believe she's renamed it since I bought this one. So just FYI on that. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Cancer, the Divine Masculine. All right, masculines, where are you at? They're working on releasing things from their life that's no longer serving a purpose, which might actually be very healing, We have material world. So maybe right now they're just focusing on their finances, their career. Clearly you guys are not talking. We've got that mute card coming through. So not a whole lot of interaction happening. But they think about the union. They think about the connection. So my feminines, even though there's no interaction, no communication, they do think about you. They do think about you. We do have this victim card coming through. So either they made you feel like a victim in all this, my feminines, or this is how they were feeling or how they're allowing themselves to feel. They could also be in a situation where their hands are tied and that's something that they're working to release maybe. They are at a crossroads right now. Or just the overall connection is at a crossroads, which could be very similar to the Two of Swords, where it's a stalemate, where you guys might be feeling stuck in the direction where you guys are at right now, or just the overall vibe of the connection. We do have shadow work, so maybe in the meantime your masculine is working on their shadows to be able to clear that through that release energy, to be able to heal their behaviors, their perceptions, any emotional wounding, past baggage, whatever it is that they need to do in order to get themselves out of the shadows. That's what's presenting itself here. So let's add to this, Cancer, and let's see what else we need to find out when it comes to your masculine. So I'm going to go ahead and use my silhouettes deck. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the divine masculine for the Cancer reading. Let's go ahead and see what else. Fly away. The only limits are the ones you place upon yourself. I kind of get very similar energies from these two cards. You know, we've got that, I forget what these are called. It always reminds me of a floating balloon. And then we've got more balloons right there. The only limits are the ones you place upon yourself. And that really applies to both the feminine and the masculine. Needing to fly away from whatever challenged the connection, you know? We do have divination here, and this card does say, sometimes it's best not to know. Trust and believe that what's meant to find you will. So what I get from this for some of you is maybe you've just been saturating yourself a little bit too much with watching readings such as this. And this is the universe's way, or even your angels maybe letting you know. It's like, take a step back for a minute and just allow life to happen. You know, trust that the universe will move whatever mountains need to be moved in order to clear up whatever blockages or barriers are in the way to help get you guys moving, get you away from this crossroads where neither of you can make a decision. So right now we've got this mute card, right? So they want to be able to open up lines of communication here. So this card says, so much I want to say, but can never seem to find the words when you're right in front of me, but I'll find a way. Okay? They'll find a way to say whatever it is that they need to say. But right now it clearly is saying that they're dealing with anxiety because of the separation, and they're afraid to take that next step right now towards communication. They're thinking about it, but they haven't taken any sort of action right now. They could also be afraid that you will reject them, feminines. This card reads, that door is closed forever. The opportunity to fix it has been dismissed. When the one you want no longer wants you, knowing the love story has reached the end. So this could be how they're feeling, like it's the end, like there's no turning back, there's no way to fix this. Or that part of their fear and anxiety is that they will run into a brick wall if they did try to communicate, that you would reject them anyway, feminines. And maybe some of you guys are feeling that way. And part of this release energy too could be that they're just trying to let it go, especially if they feel that perhaps the feminine just isn't open to it anymore. That could be a part of it too. And also why they're feeling, I sometimes wonder if what we had was real, if they do feel that that door is closed forever. But right now you guys are connecting in the 5D. When our 3D world is spiraling out of control, here is where chaos cannot touch us. Here is where we can just be. There's also this tenderness card coming through. No other arms could ever hold me. No other heart could ever love me. No other lips could ever kiss me quite as tenderly as you do. Okay? That's what's coming through here. A very tender kind of love. And then we've got butterfly, creativity, exuberant joy, spiritual rebirth, endless potential, transformation, change, hope, and life. So this can still be revived. It can come back to life. It can go through a transformation here, Cancer, to help you guys move forward and hopefully come back together. But they definitely want to be able to communicate with you. They're just afraid that they're going to run into some sort of rejection from the feminine, perhaps. And that could be a part of the reality of where you're at in your thought processes, my feminines, that maybe you're not open to it. And if that's where you're at, that's where you're at. You know, you got to honor that. But this masculine clearly wants to communicate and to just find their way back to you, I'm feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'm going to go ahead and use my tarot teacher. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. What else do we need to know? Seven of Pentacles. So Pentacles is Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That could be your person. So this is about perseverance, the Seven of Pentacles. Growth. It's a gestation period. And what that basically means is that it's going to take time. This is all going to take time. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen this week. It may not even happen this month. It may not even happen this year for some of you guys. So it is one of those situations, and this card is what I like to call a wait and see card. Because all you can do is wait at this point, my feminines. Or it's the masculine who needs to wait and see where this goes, especially if they're still doing shadow work, especially if they feel that the feminine is not ready and they're just going to run into a brick wall and be rejected. Okay, so there's this need with that Nine of Wands to learn from the past, what didn't work in the past, because my feminines, you could be very guarded right now. You might have your boundaries up because you guys have been through a situation, a relationship that really tested your faith or even theirs. Wands is fire, so some of you guys, your person could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarian. And then we've got the Tower here, so something painful happened here. Unexpected breakup maybe for some of you. This is one of those cards for me where it could be a blessing in disguise, you know, after having gone through something very painful. And as more time unfolds, you look back at that experience and realize, you know what, it actually was a good thing. That there was a reason, there was a lesson behind this Tower. Because it gets rid of things that needed to be released. Something wasn't working in this partnership. So with this Five of Swords, someone walked away here. Either you feminines walked away, or the masculine did, or you both did. There could have been sneakiness, if I can speak today. There could have been sneakiness going on around here, especially if there was competition, if there was someone else in the picture that created conflict. Yep. And then we do have the Fool card here. So there's a new beginning that is possible. There is a new beginning here, Cancer, for you and your masculine. Or whoever represents the masculine energy here. Yeah, a new beginning. More adventures in store. Part of the issue, too, for some of you could have been either the masculine wasn't ready to commit, or it was the feminine who was not ready to commit. Somebody was in this foolish energy initially. But there's also the potential to start fresh. And with a new beginning, along with that Three of Pentacles, you guys have to work together. You have got to work together. Collaborate. Work as a team. Work on rebuilding this partnership together. Learn from the past. Learn lessons that need to be learned. Otherwise, you'll have another Tower moment, and you want to avoid that. You know, you guys have already been through something difficult, so welcome in this new energy with a fresh new beginning with that Fool card, and collaborate, work as a team. There's no way around that. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some messages from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. What else do we need to know here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. All right, let's see what else. Yes, this is much needed. I've been hurt so many times by people, by love, by hopes and dreams that never came to be. I could stay where I'm comfortable, confined within my own walls so I'll never hurt again, or I can hand it over to a higher power, to the universe, to guide me to my next chapter, baby steps. And I feel this applies to both of you. It takes baby steps. Slow progress, perhaps, but baby steps is what's going to help you guys heal and hopefully be able to find your way back towards each other. We do have voyage. This has been a fantastic voyage between you and I can't wait to share more days and nights with you. Always enjoying each other's company. There are no awkward, silent moments. There never has been. You're my favorite adventure. I'm ready for more. And maybe when times were good, you guys just love to talk. There are no silent moments. You guys make each other laugh. The conversation flows. You have a lot in common. Overall, a really good connection. We've got flawless. Out of the billions of people on this planet, my journey led me to you. I've never known such happiness, pleasure, contentment, and joy. We fit together so perfectly that I can't imagine a day of my life without you in it. But the thing is, they've had to do exactly that because you guys are in separation. And then we have fragmentary. You and I are pieces to a puzzle that make no sense when we are apart. Incomplete without all the pieces of who we are together. You are the missing piece of my heart. Without you, the masterpiece of my life will forever remain unfinished. So these are messages from your masculine here, my feminines. Look at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. Anxiety. Remember, this card came through. I sometimes get separation anxiety. And then the next card, I'm afraid to take that next step right now. So they're really saturating themselves in that energy of anxiety and fear. Part of that anxiety might stem from someone else who might have hurt your masculine. Okay? And I've said this many times. Hurt people hurt people. They need to take time to do that shadow work to heal. Okay? So, anxiety. There was a time when I was open to love and all of its vulnerabilities. I was brave, unafraid. But heartbreak has a way of changing a person, causing us to be closed off, holding ourselves back from finding true love. My anxieties have covered me in a blanket of fear. I'm so cold in this darkness, and I'm not sure I can ever let anyone in again. I mean, this can really apply to both of you, especially if you've been hurt before through other relationships. And I'm just guided to this next one, ruined, okay? I thought I had it all together, my life, my ambitions, goals, and dreams. Then you came and ruined all my plans with your presence, your beauty, your heart. I can't imagine a day without you, and yet here we are, apart. Please return, for without you, my life is in ruins. Okay? So that's what's going on here. Anxieties, fears, and the desire really to fix this perhaps and to have you return to be a part of their life again, feminines. Okay, so let's wrap it up here, guys, with some dialogue messages. I'm going to pull from my HeartSpace Oracle. Some of these messages could, of course, be from your masculine, but if you resonate with these messages too, feminines, that's fine as well. Let's go ahead and see. What's the conversation here? Sometimes I remember the memories we've shared. It makes me smile, laugh, and cry. What I'd give to create new memories again. Absolutely. They want to come back. And they're letting you know, I love you. It's like, yes, please, let's fix this. Let's move on. I want you and only you. That's what they're saying. In the fifth dimension, we can do whatever we want. But in the 3D, it's a whole different ballgame, And I feel it's just a matter of time before you guys can reconnect. But yeah, you got to wait and see how this goes. That is what I'm getting. All right, guys, so give it a little bit more time. Have a little bit of patience here when it comes to your masculine, especially if they are continuing to do that shadow work and work on themselves. All right, so just have some patience here. That is the key in order to be able to heal from whatever has happened between the two of you. But at the end of the day, they're clearly letting you know that you are loved and you're still very much a part of their heart and their thoughts. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.